So what I would suggest is that parents reach out to their local police department when there is no crisis, talk about what their child is going through, talk about some of the triggers that their child has. You can actually put information, if you're comfortable with it, on your address. So if you do call 911, it's going to give the officer some notes saying, hey, just so you know, there's someone living in this home with high-functioning autism. This may be their triggers. This is who you want to contact to try to calm the situation down. I would reach out to your local law enforcement, ask them if they have a crisis response team or a community relations team or something of that nature, and ask if they have their own dispatch center, if you could go and talk to the dispatch manager, tell them kind of the issues that you're having, and also if there's a crisis response team, get to know those officers that are on that team. I would even, if you can make a visit, they can come by the house, meet your child, meet you, and kind of just, so it's not the first time we're meeting when there's a crisis. So if you say something's occurring right then and you can't get on the phone with the dispatcher, you can't explain exactly what's going on. All you're saying is there's a fight, or there's someone's tearing up the home, or there's someone has a knife, whatever it may be. We're going to respond probably with our weapons out. We're going to be very giving orders. There's not going to be a lot of communication there. So if you have the moment to meet us up front before anything like this happens, just kind of let us know what's going on. I can't guarantee every time that the officer you get is going to be one that understands what you're going through that moment, but communication is key. You trying to keep yourself calm is key. If you can meet the officers out front before they go in, saying, my child has high-functioning autism or Asperger's or whatever it may be that they're dealing with, and tell them kind of where we're at. If there's weapons in the home, you have to understand that we're going to take our safety and the safety of others very seriously. So things like a taser may be used. Things like a less lethal shotgun, which shoots a beanbag round in case they have a weapon in their hand. As long as they're not actively charging at the officer, everything should be okay. And I'm not trying to scare anyone, but we got to understand that you've got to communicate with us, and you cannot interfere. If you're hysterical and you're having a moment, which I totally understand, but if you're creating an environment that's even more chaotic, that's not going to help anyone.